God, it's good to be in front of you again. I've missed you guys. Is this thing working? Can you hear me? Hey, did you know that a clipper can second as a microphone only if you have the magic powers? Look, it's working. I'm so glad to see you guys. All right, put that down. Quit playing around. No playing with toys. Put back there so it don't fall off the table. Thank you for joining me live from the grooming table. That's the first thing I want to say to you. The second thing is that I am Amy Leigh, certified professional pet groomer since 2003, but it is absolutely my pleasure to share with you the secrets of the grooming industry. That's what I've been doing for a long time, and we've built something fantastic here together. I want you to be able to provide the same level of quality care for the pets that you groom that I offer the pets that I groom professionally. I want everybody to have that knowledge and arm themselves with those skills and knowledge of, this is one of my goals here on this YouTube channel. Probably the biggest one is you guys, is to bring a whole new voice to the pet grooming industry. And that is one that includes pet owners, foster parents, rescues, all of that as valuable consumers in the pet grooming industry, and not just professional groomers. We all know that. We all know who we are and what we do here. Having a place to learn proper dog grooming techniques and receive professional advice on tools, products, and where to get them is essential. We proved that. That's why I created this YouTube channel for the pets that you groom and you. So welcome to Go Groomer on YouTube. I'm so glad to see you guys. Wow, do we have things to talk about. So thank you for being here. I'm looking at you guys. I see you coming in from all over. Even our friend Raquel Grant has joined us. Haven't seen that beautiful face in a while. Raquel, we're sending you love. We're so happy to have you with us. Every single one of you, look at you. Janelle, Lois, Susie, Tiger Love. Ooh, I like that. Sharon, all of you. Winter Homestead. Ooh, I love that name. Sounds fun. Debbie, got you guys. SVCC Toy Schnauzers, my peeps. These are my peeps. You're my peeps. I'm so happy to see you. We have a lot to talk about. Tonight's topic is the next generation of Go Groomer begins now. What the heck does that mean? Oh yeah, well, we've only been doing this for what, 7-8 years now. We're turning tides here, guys. We're continuing on. We're building upon what we already started, and it's amazing. So I want to welcome everybody. Hello, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm back live from the grooming table with you. I've missed you guys. We missed a week. A last live stream, so we haven't seen each other live in a month, unless you're a channel member. You just saw me a week ago. But I have missed you. A lot has been going on, and I can't wait to talk to you about it. I'm so glad to be here with you today, guys, especially because we have so much to catch up on. We really do. There are some big changes happening that I think that you're going to be just as excited about as I am. A lot of cool changes. The first thing I want to talk about here is a Gus update. Big Gus. That's the first thing we're going to talk about. I know you guys are wanting to know how he's doing, what happened, and before anything else, that's what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about Gus. So many of you have been reaching out, asking how he's doing. Thank you for that. And I just want to say, honestly, thank you. We're so thankful. The love and the concern that you have showed and shared with us about Gus's condition means everything to us. So thank you. Hey, let's throw a little picture up here. Who are we talking about here? We're talking about this guy right here. You know him. You love him. There he is. He was actually, that was the day before he got really bad, and we noticed that he wasn't good that day. The next day was bad, and that was the day our live stream was scheduled for. 2 weeks ago, Gus was diagnosed with Lyme's disease. It hit him really hard and really fast. The symptoms, we didn't see it. He suddenly couldn't even stand up on his own. Couldn't get up at all. That was 2 weeks ago on Monday. And that's actually the reason that we had to cancel our last live stream, because it was very scary to our family, and we did rush him to the vet. So, but here's the good news. Let me take a picture off. I like to talk to you. I like to see you. I see you. I see you. Look at you guys. Rambling Court Jester, Stella, my favorite dog dad, Maria. Oh, God, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Yes, there is good news with Gus. Fortunately, we didn't know until we got him into the vet and they pulled some blood work. He had just been in 3 days for scoping down his esophagus and in his stomach because he's having such stomach problems. All of a sudden, it started in fall of last year and it really progressed. Like, it was just every now and then we're like, what, did he eat something or something? He's gagging, he's like, ugh, choking up on something, what's going on? And then it wouldn't happen for the longest time. Then it wouldn't happen again, and it was repeating itself, and it was becoming more frequent. So we started going to the vet for that, thinking there's something wrong in his stomach, which he does have pretty high anxiety. So he's a sensitive kind of guy to begin with, but we really didn't know. So we had the scoping done down his esophagus and his stomach. They even took biopsy tissue from both the esophagus and the stomach to see, you know, hopefully it wasn't cancer, or if it was some kind of really angry cells or something that was going to tell us what possibly was going on. Well, so before we could even get the results back for the biopsy, Gus went lame 3 days later. He couldn't get up. He was shaking. He was panting. That's a clear sign of being in pain. It was so scary. My head went to the worst place, and so did my husband's, and we're thinking, oh my God, does he have bone cancer? What's going on? You know. So the short of the long story is we got him in to see the vet that day, and he had to be helped into the car, into the vet. It was terrible. And the vet said, let's just rule one thing out. Let's check him for Lyme's disease. He said, I've already shaved his paw the other day from the procedures that we did. So he said, I only need a couple drops of blood. Let me pull some blood. He said the test will take about 5-10 minutes to show us if it's positive or negative. I said, yeah, absolutely. So, because we were thinking that he blew out his knee or something, you know, which I didn't think that's what happened, because we were with him all the time and he never had a moment of he hurt himself, you know. So it was just odd. He woke up and couldn't walk. So the test came back positive, which scared me at first. You know, when the vet came in, he said, it's a clear positive. And I was pretty frightened. I thought, you know, he's going to die of liver disease, of kidney disease. What's going on? Is his whole body going to shut down? What happens? I hear so many terrible things about Lyme's disease. He said, no, actually, we have very good treatments that have great results. And he was right. We started him on those treatments. It's an antibiotic as well as a pain med. That specific day we came home, as soon as we got home, I shoved those pills down his throat, hoping to at least relieve his pain right away, because he couldn't even walk. And it just really went upward from there. I mean, every hour of every day moving forward, you know, he became stronger, he became more active, he was happier, he was wagging his tail. You know, so it was, it's very fortunate that we can honestly feel good and hopeful that he is going to have a full recovery, and the vet feels very strongly about that too. He said he will always test positive for Lyme's disease if he's tested, but he said he won't always have symptoms. He says it usually, once we have a flare-up in these symptoms, he says we get it in check with treatments, and that usually keeps things at bay. He said it could rear its head again, but, you know, at the same time, it may never. So that was pretty assuring, and he's still in the middle of his treatments. He's got another 2 weeks, I think, another 2 weeks on those meds. But it's working. It's working. The only thing is he's still having a few episodes with his stomach where he's real gaggy. Now, the results did come back from the biopsy, and that happened last Saturday. And the vet called and said, well, I've got good news, but I've got also no news. He said the good news is we didn't find any abnormal cells from the biopsy. He said he did see when he was scoping some areas that looked inflamed and just not normal, you know. So he took biopsies of those areas, and he said, so the good news is that there are no bad cells that were detected from that biopsy. He said that the other news is I really can't tell you what he's experiencing and why. He says we've kind of ran the gamut on this to find out what's going on with him, you know. And he said we put him on omeprazole. That was back in December when it got bad. He's still on omeprazole every day. So if it's acid reflux related, the omeprazole should have handled that within a couple of weeks. And he's still on it every day. So he was also on other meds to help heal anything in his stomach, you know, leading up to then all of a sudden he had Lyme's disease. And it has gotten extremely more, it has subsided, definitely, a lot. It was bad there for a while. But I think it was just last night, we're sitting there and he did his thing. Just all of a sudden, he's not active. He just goes, you know, like he wants to throw up, but he's not throwing up. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know if stress does this to Gus. The only time he's stressed is when we leave him. And we don't leave him that often, and when we do, it's not for long. So I just can't, we can't figure it out. So anyway, he is doing good. That's the good news. That is the good news that I wanted to bring to you guys tonight, because I know you were all wondering how he was doing. I was getting messages and emails, and it really, really meant a lot to us. It really did. I know you care about that dog, and we were stressed. So it really warmed our hearts to know that you guys cared so much about Gus and what we were going through. So we have great progress with him. He's made progress in leaps and bounds. So it's pretty reassuring that we're going to have our boy back. So thank you for those prayers, your messages, your love. Gus is such a huge part of our family and Go Groomer. And he's still got so much love and learning to give us. So he ain't going anywhere. Now, we got the real good news out of the way. I got so much good news for you guys tonight. Don't you even think about stepping a toe out of this live stream. You're going to want to know what we got going on here. Something new, something joyful. Got something else to share with you. We have a new family member. You want to see him? I know some of you have seen him, because you're paying attention. I have snuck some posts in here and there. But I want you guys to meet Cash, the man in black. This is Cash and Gus and me just yesterday, 2 days ago. I think Alex snapped this picture so that I could share it with you guys. He is amazing. This little guy is a 10-week-old black standard poodle. Yes, he is named after Johnny Cash, the man in black himself. The man in black. I mean, how appropriate. We had to name him Cash. The weird thing is, if I have always wanted a standard poodle my whole life. I've always wanted a black one. I've always wanted a boy, and I always wanted to name him Cash. And he's here now. Here he is. So we have him. He's our black standard boy. He's our lifelong baby boy. He's a partner to Gus. It's wonderful. And we wanted a well-bred black standard boy for this long time. And this is the right pup. And he is from the right breeder. So we couldn't be happier. He's got a great bloodline. Speaking of his breeder, some of you may know who his breeder is. His breeder's name is Suzeko. I mean, I know who she is because I've only been following and learning from her throughout my whole entire grooming career. She's an icon in the grooming industry. Her knowledge and the way she shares it about next level grooming and her tips and tricks from her experience has helped me tremendously. Back in the day when there wasn't any such thing as, online support, online help, where you could go and get the answers like we have built here with Go Groomer. You didn't have that. You had to buy books. You had to just go to the trade shows and follow these people around and say, can I ask you a question? Literally, you had to do that. That's how you got your knowledge, was extra learning from seminars at the trade shows, any extra certifications that you could get, then you would get in front of the right people who are going to teach you great things. But so some of you may have already seen many of the posts that I've put up, but we made the road trip across states to Sue and Cash. We got a hotel the night before because it was a pretty long drive. That way we could get up, leave the hotel room. We went to meet with the breeder, who's Sue's Echo, and Cash, and took care of all the business and all the conversations that we needed to have to set him up for success, taking him home, moving forward. So we got back on the road from meeting Sue and getting Cash about 12 noon. It was a week ago this past Saturday. And we got home about 6 p.m. So we got home just in time to give the boys food and get him settled in. He fell right in. The dog is amazing. He is so amazing. It's like Sue said when we were there. Sue had 2 boys left, Chase and Cash, and she was keeping Chase. So she decided she would. I kind of harassed her at a show a few weeks ago and said, give me that puppy, I want that puppy, I want that puppy. She's like, I can't just give you my puppy. We had to buy him, of course, but I wanted to buy him. Give him to me, let me buy him. She's like, I got to check my list. I've got other people. I don't know. And she finally did call, and it was about a week later, and she says, I'd like to talk to you about Cash. And I was like, cool, okay, let's talk. So it was wonderful. I adore Sue and I respect her so much, but as a breeder too, I knew and I wanted to get a dog from Sue, a standard poodle, a black male standard poodle from Sue. And I would have waited. If she didn't have any in a litter here, maybe I'd wait 2 years for that litter. I didn't care. I wasn't after a dog. But when I found out she had the dog I wanted it. And so did Alex. So that's how we did this thing. Cash is going to be a huge part of the future of this channel too, guys. From grooming demos to puppy training content to anatomy-based education type content, which I've really been getting into that heavily with my hounds. I see you hounds. I see all you hounds. I see you with the little badges behind your names. You're my hounds. We've been really diving into anatomy-based pet grooming in those channel member sessions. So Cash is going to be able to help us out with that too. He's stepping into Gus's paw prints in a big way. And don't worry, Gus is still the OG, right? I mean, yeah, and Gus knows it. You should see him. I thought Gus might be a sissy boy and let the puppy bully him. The puppy respects him heavily, and Gus is leading him perfectly. It's beautiful. This relationship is beautiful, bringing this dog into our house. And the sweetest part is that Gus came with us to get Cash. He traveled across states with us. Some of you may have followed along on Instagram and saw those stories and Facebook. But he went across state with us and spent the night in a hotel room and he traveled right beside Cash on the way home. And these two already have such a great bond. It's great. Gus is his big brother. There's no doubt about it. And Cash looks at him that way. He's learning all the things, all the tricks, because he's watching how Gus reacts to my commands. It's so amazing. So this is a lifelong companionship for Cash with our family and with Gus and with you guys. So we're so happy. I'm so glad to finally announce those details to you about Cash. It did happen kind of quick, because some of you are probably thinking, wait, I didn't know you were looking for a dog. We weren't actually looking for a dog. In fact, Gus had been having some problems, and I just wanted to focus on Gus. I was worried about what if he takes a turn for the worse and he requires more attention. But when we finally got on the right track with Gus, it was almost perfect timing, because I had already talked to Sue a few days prior, and she's like, yeah, I'll sell you this dog. And my husband is so supportive. He said, don't worry, I'll drive you there. We'll take Gus. We'll go up together and we'll get our dog. So it was quite awesome. I'm glad to share it with you guys. The next thing that I'm going to announce to you guys is this has been in the works for quite some time, and I couldn't say anything to you guys, so I can't wait to tell ya. It's a very good thing, and it took a while to come up with the perfect partnership on this. So that big news is this. Let me just show you. Oh yeah. Oh, I love that guy. That's Damien from Groomer's Choice. The big news is this is something that we've been working on behind the scenes for quite a while. And it is that I officially am announcing right now that I've partnered. There's a brand new partnership in town, partners. I've partnered with Groomer's Choice, Go Groomer and Groomer's Choice. And what we're going to do with this, and what we've already started doing with this, it's amazing. It's not just it's not a collaboration, and it's not an affiliate. This is something designed as a partnership for you guys, for you. You are my loyal followers who trust me to guide you to the best tools, to the best products, to education in grooming. You look to me for those things. And here's why this is a special gig. I have trusted and relied on Groomer's Choice for over 20 years as a professional groomer myself. I have already built a relationship as a client of theirs for years, and they are definitely my go-to distributor. You guys already know this. Since I started this channel, I've been sending you over to Groomer's Choice because I believe in, I know that they do the best that they can for us groomers. They absolutely do. So, you know, when I was behind the grooming table 10 hours a day, I'm not these days behind the grooming table 10 hours a day anymore, but these were my people. These were my people. Groomer's Choice is who I called. I had fast shipping all the time. I could call their customer service and say, I'm not sure of what shampoo I'm looking for a shampoo that does this. Can somebody help me? And they absolutely do. So now we've joined forces to bring a curated, one-of-a-kind shopping experience for you guys. And I'm part of that. I'm part of that with Groomer's Choice for you. I am just over the moon about this, guys. It's, whoops, hold on. It's such a good thing. Groomer's Choice has always had a way of helping. So let me put it to you this way, and I'm sure a lot of you can understand this. I'll tell you what it was like for me, and you're probably going to relate to this very well, especially if you're a pet groomer or if you're beginning a pet grooming journey. We don't have a lot of money as groomers out of the gate. We make our money from working, right? From grooming dogs. So when we begin a grooming business, we have an expense, a pretty good expense to cover, to have the proper setup, safe setup, have the proper tools, have the essential grooming knowledge, obviously, definitely, but essential grooming tools to safely and effectively groom pets for the public. And it costs a lot of money to get started, and you want to have good products. Groomer's Choice has always been the kind of company that you can build your business with because they always have the best prices and they always have the right items in stock, always. They've always had a huge variety as well of blades, of clippers, of shears, of shampoos, conditioners. A lot of shampoos and conditioners Groomer's Choice makes in-house. Their Bark to Basic line is theirs. The Crown Coat line is theirs. And now they're making Petology, if I'm correct on that, in-house. And I think it's the Green Groom line is theirs. So that because they make their products themselves, they can offer their products at great prices. So they really are positioned in a great spot for us groomers. So we've created a Go Groomer shopping page. Oh, let me show you. Let me show you. What am I doing? This is what you're going to see when you click on my link if you haven't already. There's a link in the description below, guys. This is my link. This is my trackable link too. I can see what you're buying. I can see what people are interested in. And you know what? I can make content surrounding that. It's great that I can understand what people are wanting. But what's special about what we put together here for you guys is we created a Go Groomer shopping page tailored to every type of groomer and pet parent. So we kind of put these kits together to get you guys started and set up. It's the starting place for you, these kits. I was so excited about it. We planned and put this together for probably the last 7-8 months. So I'm finally able to bring this to you today. I'm so excited. So whether you're just getting started as a pet groomer, or if you're running a pet grooming business, or if you're fostering dogs, or if you're a rescue or a shelter, or if you just want to keep your pup clean and happy at home, we've put together these little starter kits of tools that you really should consider to be on your need to have list. I think it's great. And then if you scroll down on the website, you'll see other collections of things that I definitely wanted on the homepage. So these are products that are essential. They're products I love and trust, and I want them to be kind of first and foremost in front of my people when they come to visit. You know, I wanted to set you guys up for success. So I definitely have handpicked these tools and products that will serve you the best. These are the products that have served me the best. So they've proved it through me, and now I'm telling you, you can trust it. You know, and that's what I do with you guys. But we're still working on the kit collections. I'm pretty sure they're all good to go now, but we literally have been working on this for like the last week of getting it all set up for you guys. And, you know, sometimes you just wish you could buy some time, right? Could I have 2 more hours today? Please, I just want to get this work done. But it's all coming together in the most beautiful way possible. I am so excited, and I'm so glad to start sending you guys over there to utilize this amazing place where you can shop for your grooming needs and kind of get the guidance and direction that you may be looking for just by landing on my homepage with Groomer's Choice and saying, I'm more of the beginner groomer. I'm going to take a peek and see what's Amy's put in that kit and see what I may think I need to get. You know, it's more. What we've created here is definitely more than a place to shop. It's a place to grow. And I really feel that way, guys. We put together more than just a savings platform, right? You're going to get great savings, but we've built a space to inspire your grooming journey. That's what's even better. Whether it's growing your skills or providing the best care possible, we're here to help you thrive and save money along the way. That's the point. That's what we're doing together. It's a beautiful relationship, and it's for you guys. So together we've made saving simple. At checkout, you're going to love this. At checkout, Groomer's Choice will automatically apply the best promo or discount available. So you never miss out on any current deals or promotions, ever. There's no code needed. You do not have to hunt for codes at all. You do not need a code. What you have to do to get the best deal is to shop with my link, because that is our agreement that is what we're working on, Groomer's Choice and Go Groomer. So use my link when you shop, and it's linked below, guys, and you're going to get the best experience and all those exclusive savings, and you will not need a code because you used my link. So in other words, when you get there, Groomer's Choice goes, oh, here comes the Go Groomer community. We love them. They absolutely do. So I want you guys to go check it out. It's a seamless experience. It's wonderful. And it helps support everything that I do here on Go Groomer. This helps support that. It is a place where I can send my beloved people to my other beloved people, Groomer's Choice, who I know are going to give you the best products and the best customer service. You can always call those guys if you got some questions. They love it. That's what they do. Their customer service has always been above and beyond. They've built a business upon it, guys. But they're an amazing company. I'm privileged to work with them. This is a absolute privilege. And I have been looking for a long time for a situation like this that didn't brand me to only be able to use a certain brand of things. Because I wanted to have a place, and all I had at the time was Amazon, which was getting a little muddy over on Amazon. So I was already kind of disgruntled with finding the right tools for you guys on Amazon, and I noticed the price fluctuations over there. You'll never have that with Groomer's Choice. So this is what I wanted for you, and I finally got it with Groomer's Choice, and they are the ones that I wanted. I was like, it's gonna have to be a distributor, and they are the distributor that I wanted. So you like Kenchi clippers, you like Joyzy clippers, you like Wall clippers, you like Andis clippers. They have them all. It's not, oh, they only carry Andis or we only carry Wall. You know I'm a Wall girl, right? You already know that. So they carry my favorite Wall clippers, but if you're an Andis kind of person, they got you covered over there too. All different blades, Wall blades, Andis blades, Oster blades, Buttercut blades, Joyzy blades, which are my favorite. Everything is over there in one place. Free shipping on orders $99 and over, unless it's some type of special drop ship product that they have to charge you shipping, but typically everything is free shipping on orders over $99 automatically. And don't forget that you do not need a code if you use my link. If you use my link, checkout, you're going to see these discounts just be applied to your order. And it's going to show you what you saved, and that you saved this with Go Groomer, because you're my people and we love you and we want you to succeed. So I almost lost my mic there for a second. Sorry about that, friends. So go check it out after the live stream, and I want you to bookmark my page so you always have it, so you can get those special promotions. If you use my link, you will get them applied at checkout, no code needed. I want you to explore those bundles. They're fun, they're cool, and they're created from me. I set you up with the tools that you're going to need. The tool, a lot of tools that I love aren't on there because I'm just setting you up for essentials. I want you to get the essentials, and then you go shopping for all the other stuff that I love there on Groomer's Choice. They have everything. But having a place to start with tools and products that I tried and true, tested, and they're my valuable products. They're all right there for you. So that's a big one. That's a big one. I have been so excited to tell you guys about this. It's been in the works. We have been having Google meeting calls and setting things up, dialing this stuff in, bringing it all together for months. And I knew how great it was going to be once it was finally all done. And it's finally all done. So I will be getting to questions, guys, and I want to answer your questions. If you have questions about Gus, about Cash, about Groomer's Choice, about anything, about grooming, put a line in front of hold the dash bar, put a line in front of your question, then type your question. That way, when I scroll back, when I'm done talking, I can see your question. I can get you an answer. I can address you in your questions. So I'll get there. Don't worry. Don't stress. If you typed a question earlier with a line in front of it, I'm going to get you. You guys already know how this works. So I have one more thing that I'd like to announce to you guys. Another fun, cool. This is a pivotal moment for us too. I will say that. That is, I know you probably remember the last time we had a live stream, I talked to you about a specific trade show, the RW GroomX trade show. That's what I'm talking about. I'm speaking at that trade show in Kentucky this May, and I couldn't be more thrilled about it, honest to God. So let me show you some pictures. Oh, that's that one. There. This is the event. It's in Kentucky. It is May 15th through the 18th. I'll be speaking the Thursday, which I think is the 14th. Thursday evening, and I'm speaking Saturday morning at 10:30. But the show lineup of speakers, go to the website. I've linked it below for you guys. there is a whole lineup of amazing speakers. Remember me talking to you about Sue Zecco and how I used to sit in her seminars, and not just Sue, all of them. Jay Scruggs, Jody Murphy, Sarah Hawkes, Diane Badalak. I have all my favorites that helped me along. A lot of them are retired now, believe it or not, but good for them. They earned it. So I am going to be speaking at RW Groom X Trade Show in Kentucky this May, and I really hope that you guys can consider coming. This will be my very first in-person educational seminar event. And if you ever wanted to meet me in real life, learn from me in person, or watch a live grooming demo with Big Gus, this is your chance. And there will certainly be some surprise appearances from Cash. He's going to be there too. I'm not sure if I want to take him in with us to a seminar with me, because they're close. The one is close to 2 hours. The other one is over 2 hours. And he's a puppy. So if I'm teaching and you guys, you know, hopefully buy that package deal where I think it's like $300, you can go to as many classes as you want for the weekend. That's the best deal. That's the best deal. So I can't have a puppy in there if all of a sudden he's like, Mom, I gotta go potty, you know, and I'm like, you're gonna have to hold it, little man, because I'm in the middle of conducting I'm teaching here. So here's the cool thing. Alex is going, isn't he great? He's driving us. He's driving me, Gus, and Cash to Kentucky. He's taking off a week of work to work remotely from the hotel room. But it is such a cool town. It's a river town. So in our downtime, we will be having a lot of fun, and we could be having a lot of fun with you guys too, with our dogs and the river town. So yes, he's going, and he's going to take good care of us and get us there. It's a 10-hour drive, but it's a big to-do for me. This is I almost passed out when I was offered this opportunity, because I really want the opportunity to be in front of my people and to bring more value to the pet grooming industry. That's what I'm all about. And I have so many secrets, and I have so many methods and formulas of running a business, how to be efficient, how to be safe, what to spend your money on, what not to spend your money on, you name it. So this will be my very first in-person educational seminar event. I have some more stuff I could show you, I guess. Yeah, there, that. I'm so excited. I can't believe, I'm looking at that. I'm like, there's no freaking way. Are you kidding me? Yes, this is my first in-person educational seminar event. And if you've ever wanted to learn from me, it's your chance, guys. And I really want to see you. I love seeing you guys at the trade show, on the trade show floor, but this is beyond that. I get to help you in person. I'm hosting 2 seminars. One is a live demo, and that is of my 11 steps dog grooming framework, showing how I approach every single groom, every breed, any coat type, and any condition. It's all following my 11 steps, and it will be implemented and demonstrated in that first class on Thursday. And the other seminar on Saturday I'm very excited about. That is some brand new content that I put together, and I have never really shared the content that I'm going to share in that second seminar. And what that is if you're serious about leveling up your grooming business or your skills, you got to consider making the arrangements to attend these guys. The second one goes into the little details that make a huge difference in your grooms, your workflow, and even your bottom line. So it's really business oriented, like how to make you a lean, mean grooming machine. So really, I hope if you guys can make it happen, if you can get there, I want you to be there. I want to teach you in person. RW Groom X is a fantastic show. It's a great location in a river town. And this will be a milestone event for all of us in the Go Groomer community. And you know it will. I've linked the show website below, so go check it out in your leisure. Shop around on there, surf around on it, see what's going on, what vendors are going to be there. There's a U.S. a Groom Team sanctioned event going on. If you like to watch grooming competitions, there'll be one heck of a competition there every day of the trade show. Several different competitions. This is the start of something really special. You know, everything that is going on right now and happening right now in this moment, Gus, Cash joining our family, this major partnership with Groomer's Choice, and the upcoming RW GroomX trade show event, Go Groomer is entering definitely a new chapter, guys. This is a new chapter for us. And you're coming with me. I mean, this is what we created. This is what we do best. Is we get down, it's go time. That's what we do. You know, we make it happen in the grooming world, and the best possible way. And we have our systems, we know what we're doing, and it's time to even take it further and share that with more people. And I just want to say thank you to all of you for being on this ride with me, because you are, and I know it. I know you're there. I feel your support. I do. I have your support. Absolutely know it. And whether you're a groomer or a pet parent or just somebody who loves dogs, you are a part of this community, and I am so grateful. And I mean that. I am so grateful that you're a part of this community, because without you, it isn't what it is. So don't forget to check out the new shopping page with Groomer's Choice. That is what you're going to see moving forward. I have a lot of videos to update and to send people over there instead of sending them to Amazon, because I was really becoming quite frustrated with Amazon. Things weren't in stock, they weren't being shipped. Some things were said they're new and they didn't appear to be new when you got them. The price gouging, and I hated having that be my only option to send you guys to my links. Groomer's Choice has been a friend to this channel ever since the beginning. They've always been there. And this is the perfect relationship. This is the one that I wanted to have, is with Groomer's Choice. So go check out my page over there with Groomer's Choice. Do a little shopping, put some stuff in your shopping cart. You don't have to check out until you're ready. And also leave me a comment if you enjoyed this live stream. We're not done yet, but if it's helped you feel reconnected at all, because we're not stopping. We're not stopping. We have so much to do. We will keep going. We will keep growing. We will keep grooming and always be better together. That is what's going to happen for us forever. That's what we do. So now I want to take a few minutes and hang out with you guys and chat. Let's talk. We got a lot to talk about. I want to hear what you think about Cash. I want to hear what you think about Gus's recovery, about Groomer's Choice, about RW GroomX trade show. Let's talk. Let's get chatty. I'm going to jump into the chat box over here and look for those comments that have a line through them so I can clearly see. First, I got a salute. Looks like my favorite dog dad. $5 super chat. Somebody's getting a salute. Hold on there, David. You're not... David, I will be seeing you in Kentucky. I know you're going to be at the show, and I may need you. I may have to give you a call. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully you get the ping pong there. We want that on our downtime. There's talk of ping pong. Special ping pong. So, super chat coming your way. This is for you, David. I love you. Impossible Pup, my favorite dog dad, whoever. We know who you are. We love you. We adore you. You're always there, and you're always supportive. You're a wonderful person, David. You have been supporting me, along with all these people, since the beginning. I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. So I hope that super chat went. It better would have. It looks like my dashboard's acting a little funny. It's probably my fault if it is. I can guarantee you. All right, let me scroll up here and get to answering some questions. Keep this conversation going here with you guys. I'm going to go all the way up to the top. I'm looking for a line in front of questions if I can see. All right. I see some questions. I'm just making sure I'm not going to skip over anybody. Thank you, Stella Jones. Sorry to hear about your baby. It's scary. And hey, I know you guys go through hard times with your pets too. It's like all of a sudden when they're sick, and you know, when dogs aren't well, dogs hide their symptoms until they can't hide them anymore, and that's when things are really bad. So that's just the nature of a dog. Like, they're not going to pity themselves unless they are really down and out. So thank you for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Jill Stone says, love your channel, just joined. Which clipper would you recommend? I have trimmed them between cuts, but Oster clipper is about 20 years old. Oh, time for an upgrade, right? I have a Chihuahua Terrier mix and a Yorkie type dog. So small dogs, it's not really the size of the dog that determines the clipper. Like, this is an adjustable blade clipper, and just because it's lightweight and it's smaller, it has a way different blade than a detachable blade, doesn't mean that you need to choose this because you have a small dog. This can produce really good results as a full groom, but you have to have the guard combs that fit these specific models, or you can't use this to give a dog a haircut, a 5-in-1, any 5-in-1 type clipper. You can't, because the longest blade on this is an 8. Some of them are 9, some of them are 10. And that's just too short to actually go with that setting and give your dog a haircut. So I'll tell you, Jill, honestly, I've been telling a lot of people, because that new Joyzy Falcon clipper, it's cordless and it's priced affordably. Now, I really truly do love that Wall KMC Plus. I haven't purchased the new one because I have one of the older models, and it's a great clipper. I have no reason to purchase the Wall KMC Plus, but I've played around with it at shows, and I'm impressed. I talked to the vendors about the upgrades. They upgraded the motor, they've upgraded the housing, they've upgraded the feel, they've upgraded the balance because of the batteries. So they've done some nice things with that clipper. Both of those clippers, I think right now, are priced the same. If not, the Wall KMC Plus might actually be a little cheaper right now than the Joyzy Falcon. But I like the Falcon too, especially for somebody who's new to grooming, because it is such a lightweight detachable blade clipper. And it's cordless. It has a very strong battery life. So you would need to choose whatever blade sizes you're going to be using to give your dog a haircut, or get the set of guard combs to put over the 10 blade that comes with the clipper. Now, I think the Joyzy Falcon, something to be careful about here, guys. A lot of people don't realize most clippers come with a regular sized number 10 blade. When I say regular, I mean just a regular A5 style, not the wide. Joyzy's been shipping their, I think the Raptor and the Falcon, with a wide blade. Now, I love the wide blades, but what I want to remind you of is, if you want guard comb attachments, you must buy the wide guard comb attachments, because the other ones won't work with the wide blades. It sounds like I said white. Wide blades. So I just want to remind you guys of that. But Jill, honestly, I think you would love the Joyzy Falcon. And that might even come with a couple attachment combs. Maybe not. Attachment combs are affordable. Don't worry. Just get them if that's what you need. So that's what I would say, and I can feel really good about that decision for you. I do have the clipper, and I have used it a lot. I've tried to switch between my wall clippers, my Raptor, which is a Joyzy, and the Falcon. I will say that right now, I think my two favorites are that Falcon and the Wall KM cordless, which is now called the KMC Plus. I am not opposed to a corded clipper, like my favorite Wall KM10 clipper that's corded. I'm not opposed to that. I'm used to using a corded clipper. That doesn't bother me. I've been using that for years. The cordless stuff just sort of came in hot and heavy within probably the last 5 years. Now everything's almost going to cordless. But with that, you have more weight to the clipper. So they're doing their best to work with the batteries and to try to keep the weight down on the clippers. But when it's a cordless detachable clipper, you're going to have a little weight to it. It doesn't bother me as long as they've balanced the clipper properly when they designed it, meaning the weight is evenly distributed, that you're not feeling that in your hand. And I do feel that way about the Wall KM cordless clipper. I feel it's so well balanced. Elsie Wong, how's my friend doing? Thank you for coming, Elsie. Congratulations, Amy, on the partnership with Groomer's Choice. Thank you, Elsie. Thank you very much. When we get to chitty chatting at Hershey, we're going to see each other. Elsie might even come and spend a little extra time with me because I'm so close to Hershey. So we'll have a lot of catching up to do. And I love talking to Elsie. I adore Elsie as a friend, and I love that we get to see each other at least once a year, which is at Hershey. So I want to keep going down here to the questions. Ramblin' Court Jester says, this means you are Groomer's Choice. I guess I am Groomer's Choice. They picked me. I love them so much. Yes, I am Groomer's Choice. Okay, had to, but anyway, congratulations. Also give Big Gus and Cash head scratches for me. I will. Plenty of them. Absolutely. Thank you. Both the dogs are doing great. Love them dearly. Kathleen Page says, this is good news. It is good news. I'm investing in stainless steel bank cage. Yes, they have. Groomer's Choice has everything to build your grooming shop, guys, no matter what your needs are. If you're just wanting to fix up a little room in your house to groom your dog, or groom your rescue dogs, your foster dogs, or if you want to start a business, if you're whatever, just taking care of your own pet, they have everything. So Kathleen, where'd you go? Kathleen says, this is good news. I'm investing in a stainless steel bank cage and 4x4 commercial kennels this week. Well, you can save money over there with Groomer's Choice if you use my link to get over there, and I hope you do. And I want to hear your feedback, guys. I can't wait to hear what your experience was like shopping with Groomer's Choice and Go Groomer. But if you when I say shopping with Groomer's Choice, I mean something like what Kathleen's talking about. She may actually want to give them a call and ask some questions and get detailed information to make a good decision. And they're all about that. Their customer service is right there to help you, and they know their stuff. They know what they have. Are you affiliated with any sellers for these? Groomer's Choice has them. They have kennel walls, kennel cages, sinks. They have big stainless steel tubs. They have every size grooming table you would want. Now, they do not carry like the Wags table like I have. I love my Wags table. I think you can only get that at Wags. So I love my Wags table, I will say that. And no, Groomer's Choice doesn't carry that. Wags also does have some things like you're talking about, Kathleen. So you might want to shop it around between Wags and Groomer's Choice. Wags loves also helping people build their business and getting them the right setup so that they can groom properly, safely, and effectively. So yeah, check out the Groomer's Choice. They got all that stuff, Kathleen, and you would get a discount if you use my link. Janelle Lawrence says, do the products and gallons stay fresh when the pump is left in? The gallons, yes, they do. Janelle, that's a good question. You would think, oh, maybe it gets a little crusty. As a groomer, I often, when I'm using a product universally, I'll stick that pump in it and take the lid off, put the pump in it. But it's still enclosed. It's not really exposed to anything. No water can get in there. The most important thing with our gallons is to never add any water to the gallon. Water can contaminate because it has bacteria in it. If it just sits there for 2 months, that's a problem. So just don't add water to your gallons. You always pre-mix in your mixing bottles like that. But no, it shouldn't go bad, Janelle, because it's kind of a pain to keep pulling those pumps out and cleaning them, and because they get shampoo and conditioner all over them. Then you're wasting product if you're constantly pulling them out. But no, I've never noticed. I've often had all my pumps set in my gallons until I was done using them. Sometimes I would use a product heavily in the spring and I wouldn't revisit that product again to the fall. Like some products are more for dirtier dogs, like the Citrus Plus shampoo. That's a good one. That's a Bark to Basics. A nice, good, safe degreasing, degriming shampoo. So I may use it hot and heavy in the spring, not so much in the summer, and then go back to it, using it pretty hard again in the fall, so it would sit there for a while. And I've never noticed a problem. So I can honestly say I don't think it's a problem, Janelle. But that's a good question. Christine, hello, says, so happy for you, Amy. I really need a cordless A5 clipper, lightweight and balanced. This kind of goes back to the conversation I just had with Kathleen. Considering the Heininger Opal, but it's expensive. Is it worth it? Alternative, please. I can honestly tell you, Christine, what I think you would like is that Joy Z Falcon. You can get it at Groomer's Choice at a discount if you use my link. It's a great clipper. I have it. It's very light. It's a powerful little clipper, and it's a detachable blade clipper. You can any heavily matted coat to a light, easy breezy coat. It doesn't matter. It can handle all that. So I would tell you, Christine, when you say to me that you're like lightweight and balanced, some people find the Wall KM cordless a little heavy. I personally don't, but those people tend to like the Joy Z Falcon. I would, if I were to be choosing a clipper, either the Heininger Opal or the Joy Z Falcon, I would definitely go with the Joy Z Falcon. I have never purchased the Heininger Opal, but I have felt it, and it's not my favorite, and it feels a little loud. It sounds a little loud to me too. So I kind of got turned off by it. I never was interested in buying that clipper. Not that, I mean, I've heard it's a good clipper. Don't take it the wrong way, guys, if you love that clipper. I'm just talking about my opinion of what I wanted, you know. Christine says, so happy for you, Amy. I really need the cordless A5. Oh yeah, I just got that one. So Joy Z Falcon, you can get it at Groomer's Choice, Christine. Christine also says, can't make it to Kentucky, but very excited for you and love your new puppy, Cash. He's cool. You guys are gonna love him. Lots of good things happening for you and for us. Absolutely, Christine. They are happening for us. Rambling Court Jester, my buddy, says, you're a big part of our lives. Thank you. And you're a big part of my life, too. You've helped us out so much. Of course, we're going to pay you back and we'll support you. Aw, I appreciate that. Everything that I have put in place for you guys with any type of savings or any products that I strongly believe in and strongly recommend to you guys are products that I strongly believe in and recommend to you guys. I think you all know that about me. I'm not going to use products just to sell them to you. Like, if I don't care for a product, you're not going to see it in my hand that much, you know, or you're not going to hear me talking about it that much. And that's just the honesty and the transparency that I'm committed to with you guys. Because I want you to have success. And I don't want you to spend a lot of money that you didn't need to spend. I don't want that. But I do want you to spend the money on the right tools. I don't want to see you trying to use some cheap Amazon knockoff clipper and fail and think you failed. It's the clipper. It can't do anything. It's a toy. Basically, it can't do anything. You know, like the little Easy Bake Oven versus your big oven. Would you rather bake a cake in your big oven or in the Easy Bake Oven? I'd rather use my oven. But yeah, Jaslinger says, not a question, but a big thank you. Aw. You find the products, sites, the expos that help pet parents, new business owners, and veterans in the business. You've helped everyone so much. Thank you, Jaslinger. I think that's a character. See, I need to get in tune with all the things that are popular. But thank you. I really do appreciate that you see me as a very honest person, and I am. I am here for you guys. I show up for you guys. And I love hearing your successes, and I do. I get emails. I read the comments. I talk to you guys here. I talk to my channel members in our Zooms, and I love hearing these success stories, and you guys share them with me. And sometimes I have to ask, what have you guys overcome in grooming lately? Let's talk about that. Because when we talk about these things, other people sitting in the room say, I suffer with those issues too. I struggle with that, and this is helpful. So that's why it's important that we talk about struggles, and that if I can work you through the struggles, that means we're working other people through them, and people that are going to watch this on the replay, that kind of thing. Christine B says, hello, Amy. I'm so happy for you and Gus's recovery. Can you tell me if Gus was on any type of tick prevention? Yes. I am so concerned about this terrible Lyme disease. Yes, Gus takes NexGard. It's a chewable, and this is what Alex and I were trying to decide. We find ticks when he's known to stick his big puffy head along the tree line and sniff around the tree line, because we do have deer coming in the backyard, usually at dusk and dawn. So we don't see them as much as they're actually out there. But he sniffs and he sniffs, and he finds himself along the tree line, which is where the woods is. And he's picking up ticks. He'll come over to us and he'll have like one crawling on. It's not stuck. I haven't pulled a tick off of Gus since we've lived here, but I've picked ticks off of him that weren't attached yet. But we used to camp. So this could have happened way back years ago when we're camping and we were always in the woods. So I don't know when he actually would have contracted it, and got Lyme disease, because the vet says it may not surface for years and years and years, and in some dogs it'll never surface. He'll say, we test them and we test the dog and it's positive for Lyme disease, but sometimes they never show symptoms, which is a good thing. That means their antibodies are keeping it in check. So yes, Gus is treated with NexGard, which is supposed to kill the tick if it bites him within 24 hours. And my vet was explaining to me that typically a tick needs to be attached to your dog for at least 24 hours for them to be able to contract Lyme's disease. That's what my vet told me. So I think, guys, if you live near woods, please treat your dogs. Definitely do. I know we don't like to. I don't like putting anything into my dog that's synthetic. And all this flea and tick treatment stuff is synthetic. I don't like doing it, but I also don't want my dog to die. And we live near woods. He has to be treated. So Cash just started his first treatment too. So Cash is going to be treated for the rest of his life, and so is Gus. Unfortunately, I wish there was a better way, but there is no better way to fight ticks that carry Lyme disease, is the treatments. So what I give Gus is called NexGard. That's what I get from the vet, and I love it, and it's always worked well. So yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Kathy Mountjoy says, where do we find the link to go to your page at Groomer's Choice? Kathy, it's in the description below. So right now you're probably seeing the chat. But if you close the chat, there's an X, and you'll see the title of the video, and then there's stuff written there. There should be a little tab that says show more or more, and you click it, and all that stuff drops in. You see all the things that I have in the description. So it's one of the first things at the top, the Groomer's Choice link. And yeah, you guys are going to enjoy getting over there and checking that out. It is something. I am so happy about it. Lois says, Amy, thanks so much for all you do for us. Lois, it is my pleasure to be here for you and to help you and to continue to help you. I love doing it. I want everybody to have success. I struggled a lot when I was a beginner groomer. We just didn't have the networking systems that we have these days to show support, to give people good, solid advice, and give them the answers to the questions that they need answered. As a beginner, we have a lot of questions, and that's good, but we have a lot of questions. So it's my pleasure to help, Lois, and thank you for being a channel member. I'm very very happy with all my channel members. Your support is above and beyond, guys, and even all of you, my subscribers. I love you all. Your support means everything. Terry Smith says, hi, Amy. It's been a while. Hi, Terry. I do remember seeing you. Oh, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see ya. Rambling Court Jester says, Jasso Liger is a character, but is a character for her. Oh, okay, so I thought so. It's a character. Like how I have been talking K9 on the Zoom. Yeah, so it's an avatar type thing. I thought so. I'm not that far behind in the times. I thought so. So guys, I think I'm going to have to close up here for tonight, but I'm very happy to have been able to get in front of you and tell you all these things that are going on, and especially with our dogs too. And I needed to talk to you guys. I needed to bring you up to par. I want to remind everybody real quick that I do have a weekly dog grooming newsletter. It is free and you can sign up for it. It is also linked in the description below. It's at my learning center. And you can sign up for that weekly newsletter that comes out every Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and will land directly in your inbox with dog grooming tips and tricks and information from Go Groomer. I write the newsletter myself, so it is from me. In the description below, you're going to find the link for that, so please take advantage of that. Channel members, my hounds, I love you. We have grown. We have a lot of hounds. I think we have almost 500 hounds, channel members. I am so thrilled to be helping you guys at the level that we are taking grooming to, and you're all doing wonderful. So we just got together a week ago Sunday, and our next monthly Zoom channel member, that's when you hit the join button, channel member session, learning session is scheduled for May 4th. But you know, I always post that on the community tab on my YouTube channel, guys, to remind you that it's coming up with the link to the Zoom. And it doesn't matter if you can attend the Zoom or not, it's recorded and you will have access to that if you are a channel member. So it'll be recorded and uploaded over to YouTube so everybody can watch it, and you can rewatch it too. If you're not a channel member and you'd like to take your dog grooming knowledge to the next level, there's a link in the description below of this video where you can become a channel member, also known as a hound. My hounds, I love my hounds. Go Groomer channel members enjoy monthly live learning sessions with me, and they receive exclusive content and free downloads with every session. So once a month we have a session, you get a free download building your own Go Groomer notebook of all my secrets. And don't forget, you can always rewatch any learning session if you're a channel member. It's all uploaded there in order. And the PDF for your notebooks can be downloaded at a later date. If you lose the PDF, I always post the whole list of all the PDFs and lessons on the community tab for members only. So only the members can see that content. Now, in closing of this live stream, I will leave you with the Farmer's Dog Super Bowl commercial that warmed the hearts of dog lovers all over the world. That commercial's awesome. If you're interested in food for your dog that is species appropriate, tailored to a dog's specific nutritional needs, FDA approved human grade quality ingredients, this is what I feed my poodle and my doodle and my schnauzers. The Farmer's Dog. Absolutely. I'd love to save you 80% on your first box of the Farmer's Dog fresh food delivered to your door. So there's a link below if you'd like to go check it out. 80% off your first fresh box of food for your pets. And you can see all the benefits that feeding fresh food has to offer your beloved pets for yourself. There's only one thing left to say. You know what it is. You know what it is. Other than, I love you. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you guys. We're doing good things. But the last thing we are going to say together is, long live dogs. I'll always take